Hey you guys, happy Tuesday. I'm in the lab ready to cut for the fall winter core capsule. And today I am going to be cutting two patterns, possibly three, we will see. So I'm going to share with you guys the patterns that I'm going to be cutting. So let me turn the camera around so you're able to see that. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you're able to see it in just a second. But the first pattern is Simplicity 9372. Let me just turn the camera around. All right, so the first pattern is Simplicity 9372. I am doing view A. I'm doing it in a velvet. I'll show you guys the fabric in just a moment when I get to cutting the fabric. The other one that I'm going to be cutting in terms of just cutting the pattern tonight is Simplicity 3032. It's this one right here. I'm going to be doing view C. And then I am going to look out in my bin and see if I have another copy of this pattern. I cut this pattern back in 2019 for this top, and I cut a size 16. So when I look at the back of the pattern envelope, a size 16 gives me a finished bust of a 43.5. That is not going to fit. I'm going to have to size it up at least. Actually, I'm going to need to cut a size 18 with the finished bust of a 45.5. So, yeah, I'm either going to have to size it up or cut a 18. So I think what I'm going to go with is go ahead and size it up because it's all already cut out. So I probably will size up at the bust and see what the waist would look like. I really don't need to do anything to the hips because, I mean, it's not going to really hit at the hips, right? So I don't need to do anything there. But I think that's what I'm going to do first. Check the measurements and then size up for a size 16 and make it kind of graded out to an 18 there. But this pattern was cut in 2019. So that's it, you guys. I finished cutting the two pattern pieces for this pattern right here, Simplicity 9372. And then I also cut out Simplicity 3032. I am going to save this pattern for tomorrow simply because I'm on the fence if I want to go ahead and print it out because I do have it in PDF, print it out, or use the paper pattern that I have in my garage. I'm on the fence there. I'll figure it out tonight and cut it tomorrow. So that's it for tonight. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Peace. Hey guys, it is the next day. Happy Wednesday. And today we're cutting out two patterns. Now, today I am cutting out Butterick 6901, this one right here. And I know I have it cut out, but the vest is in the wrong side, so I decided to cut a different side today. And then I'm also going to cut out this pattern right here, McCall's 8147. But since Hobby Lobby has McCall patterns on sale for 99 cents, I think instead of cutting that out tonight, I'm going to wait until tomorrow and cut that out with Simplicity 8889. And here's the reason why is because this one is in the large size. I need it in a medium. So I think I'm only going to be able to cut one pattern out tonight, and that's going to be Butterick 6901. So let's go ahead. Let me stop chit-chatting and let's go ahead and just cut out Butterick 6901. Let's go. Butterick 6901. That's it for tonight. It's a little after 10 o'clock. I am beat. I am ready to go to bed after filming a video. I just finished filming the McCall's Hobby Lobby haul. Just finished cutting. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. So I'm going to bed tonight. I'm stopping here. It's going to be a wrap for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby, see if I could find this pattern in the drawer. If not, I'll come home, cut this in sides down, and then go out to the garage and see if I have this one, another copy. I believe I do. Simplicity 8889. See if I have another copy in the garage before printing out the one that I have in PDF. And then tomorrow will be Thursday. I could wrap this up with the cutting and then go ahead and start cutting fabric on Friday and do a whole marathon Friday and Saturday of cutting fabric to get ready to start sewing on Monday next week. Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for tonight. Talk to you tomorrow. Peace. Hey, you guys. Happy Thursday. Today is September 11th. So 9/11. Whew. Yeah. It's been a day, you guys. I know where I was at 9/11. Yeah. So don't want to talk about that, but anyway, so today I probably will not get anything done tonight. I was supposed to go to Hobby Lobby at lunch today. Unfortunately, I was on back-to-back meetings today, so that did not get done. And it is currently 7:15 at night, so by the time I get to Hobby Lobby, it's going to be closing. So this was the pattern I was supposed to go and, see if they have. So I have to wait until tomorrow in order to literally go look and see if they have that. So this is not going to get cut out tonight. McCall's 8147. I was going to look in my stash and see if I could find Simplicity 8131, because that is a pussy bow blouse. It's just an older pattern. I know it's out of print. So I'm going to check that and maybe swap out just to have a backup plan, just in case they do not have the McCall's 8147. By the way, tap into Hobby Lobby 99-cent sale until supplies are gone. So, yeah, I think I'm going to wait to cut that out. As I mentioned yesterday, I didn't find it. I knew where it was, but I do have Simplicity 8889 in my pattern stash, fresh copy, but that is the last one that I have in paper pattern. So I'm on the fence on if I want to tape the PDF together or just go ahead and cut this one. And then after that, I'm going to have to start taping. So I'm on the fence with that. I think I'm going to take tonight and think about if I want to tape the pattern together, or I should say glue the pattern together and tape high traffic areas and then save this one, or size up this one where I need to. I think I'm going to go with what's easy because I don't have a lot of time to get this done, and I want to start cutting tomorrow, which I can't start cutting fabric tomorrow because I need to cut out 2 more patterns. Yeah. All right, that's my rant tonight. I gotta wait until tomorrow. Let's see how much I could get done tomorrow. So I'm gonna end it here with nothing. All right, I'm gonna end it here. Tomorrow we're gonna do better. Yeah. All right. 9/11 down in the book with nothing tonight. We'll do better tomorrow. All right. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Oh, last thing before I go. I did drop a video. The video on the 34 Mimi G patterns that I put on trial. Did y'all see that? If you didn't, I'll put it up here so you guys are able to see that. And now, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace. Hey you guys, happy, today is Friday, September the 12th. I'm not actually holding the camera this time. Normally I'm holding the camera because I don't have the tripod standing up like I normally have. So I have the tripod going on right now and I'm in the lab. I just got back from Hobby Lobby and walking, so that's why I have my hat on. I went ahead, picked this up. They had it at Hobby Lobby. I went ahead and picked it up. McCall 8147, so I could go ahead and cut this tonight. Like I told you, I have Simplicity 8889. I dug this out of the garage last night. And y'all, I didn't cut it last night, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it today. But instead of cutting this fresh new pattern, I'm going to go ahead and size this one up. So I'm working on both of these tonight with cutting. All right, so I'm going to do that today, and that's all I have to do today. All right, so just to recap real quick, I have my Butterick 6901, the vest and the pants cut. I have that done. I have Simplicity 9372. I have that cut. And so for today, I'm going to be doing McCall's 8147. I'm going to do that. This will be my, I can't even think. My printed Pussy Bow blouse. All right. The Simplicity 3032, that is my solid. That is cut over. That's cut and all of that stuff. So the pattern is cut. The fabric is cut for that. So I'm going to use that. And then I'm going to be working on this. So all in all, everything is almost done. I just need to cut the fabric. I'm going to go cut the fabric tomorrow after I run some errands. So that's what we got going on today. So just working on these two patterns today. So let's go ahead and get to cutting because my husband has pot pies in the oven. So I have roughly about 55 minutes. It is now 5:28. Got off of work early, so I want to get this done and then eat with family, and then I'll come back. All right, so let's see how much I can get done in 55 minutes. All right, let's go. All right, you guys, that's it for tonight. It is a wrap. I had to go eat and come back. So I am done for tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna start cutting the fabric. I'm super excited. So I wanna keep this momentum going. So I'm gonna wrap it up because I gotta pick up my daughter in about 2 hours. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna go do some planning for videos because I gotta do some editing now. So I'm gonna do that and I will catch you guys tomorrow with some cutting. Talk to you soon. Peace. Hey you guys, happy Saturday. It is September 13th and I'm in the lab. I'm ready to batch cut fabric. So today I am going to be batch cutting the vest and possibly the pants. I do have some stuff that I have to do today. Have to run some errands. Have to also grocery shop. And then tomorrow I'm gonna be out the house for a little bit, meeting up with the soul sister. When you seeing this, I already did it. But yeah, that's what I got. So I'm gonna stop chit chatting. I'm gonna go ahead and batch cut the vest today, and then see if I could keep some steam to batch cut the pants. So let's go ahead and go over to the table and start the batch cutting process. Day number 1. Let's go. All right, y'all, let's kick this off with the start of the show, the two-piece. First up, the burgundy vest. I'm using Butterick 6901, which of course I used before. And it's also a fully lined button front vest with tie ends in the back. So basically business in the front and party in the back, y'all. So the skill level, they say average. Translation in my books, y'all probably gonna cuss a little bit, but you'll survive anyway. The notions, of course, just for little old 5/8" buttons, y'all know. But don't let their size fool you. Those things will test your patience, okay? Just know that I know. Suggested fabrics for this ones are gabardines, poplin, denims, and crepe, but me, I'm rolling with the linen I grabbed from Joann's before they shut their doors, so rest in peace to my local Joann's. That's no longer around. We're not gonna talk about that anyway. Moving along. For this vest, I'm only working with 4 pattern pieces. You heard me, 4, okay? That means the front, the welt, the back, and the tie ends. So I'm cutting a size 22, and nope, no modification this time. She's going straight out the envelope. So let's see how she behaves, all right? Now, what's a vest without the pants? Enters the second half of our two-piece, all right? That's the burgundy pant. Still rocking with Butterick 6901 because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. These pants are giving classic vibes, all right? Pleats in the front, side seam pockets for all the snacks that I'm gonna stick in these pockets, okay? And an invisible side zipper, okay? So you can pretend you're effortless chic while secretly wrestling with it in the bathroom, okay? Once again, the skill level, again, they call it average, but I'm gonna call it translation, still cussing, but this time with your whole chest out, all right? The only notion, once again, you'll need is a 7-inch invisible zipper. Okay, so, AKA, you know, 7-inch zipper, all right? Since I'm using a linen for the vest, of course, I had to keep it consistent for the pants. Once again, we're coordinating out here, people. We're coordinating. So linen it is for the pants. Let's talk the pattern pieces. So pattern pieces, we're working with 6 this time. That would be the front, the pocket, the back, the carrier, the front facing, and the back facing. So I cut a size 22, but this time I gave myself a little extra love at the hips. Cause y'all know, the hips don't lie, okay? Like Shakira said, because I know my body and I like to sit down in my pants. Thank you very much. Let's get on over to the next one. Item number 3. All right, you guys, I am done cutting the vest and the pants. Now it's time to transition over to the next item. We're still on day number 1. Let's get some more stuff done and then I'll check in with you guys when I'm done with day number 1. Let's go back over to the table so I can get some more stuff done. Let's go back over to the table now. Let's go. Now let's talk about item number 3, the velvet dress. So this little number is coming from Simplicity9372, and y'all, she only has 2 pattern pieces. 2. That's it. Which in my book is straight up hashtag winning. Less cutting, less tracing, less stress, no mess, more times for snacks. All right. The dress itself is a slim fit with bust darts, back waist darts, and an invisible center back zipper. Translation, it's gonna hug in the right places, but you better not skip your darts, baby, or she's gonna be fighting with you, okay? Trust me. So the skill level here is listed as easy to sew. And honestly, with 2 pattern pieces, it should be, okay? The biggest challenge here is making sure that velvet behaves, baby. If you've ever sewn velvet before, you know it's like wrestling with the diva, okay? Diva is a female baby, okay? Who thinks she's Beyonce? For sure. Beautiful, but dramatic. Now this pattern is only available in paper pattern. Yes, you can't get it in PDF, but y'all know y'all be rustling and tussling with me when I say PDF. So we're gonna keep it to paper pattern, and it runs from extra, extra small to extra, extra large. Now for the fabric for this one, I'm finally cutting into a velvet I bought way back in 2018 from fabric.com when they still had a .com, okay? Of course, it's since then closed. She's been sitting in the stash for years, just waiting for her spotlight moment. Well, girl, listen, the stage is yours and you better do me right. All right, let's move over to the next one. All right, let's go. Day number 1. I am V. I got some stuff done for day number 1. I will catch you guys tomorrow on Sunday after I get back from the mall. That's where I'm going to be going tomorrow after I get done with running some errands, going to the mall, meet up with my soul sister, all that good stuff. I check in with you guys tomorrow and get day number 2 down because Monday the 15th, I have to start sewing, okay? So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. All right, talk to you soon. Peace. Hey, you guys. Happy Sunday. Today is September 14th. I just got in the house from literally doing a mall deal, meeting up with a soul friend, like I told you guys yesterday. So I'm in the lab. I am going to be cutting out 2, well, the last two patterns that I need to cut out. One is a pussy bow blouse. Let me get the pattern right quick. So the 2 things that I need to cut out is the pussy bow blouse, this one right here, McCall's 8147, and I need to cut out Simplicity 8889. So, was it yesterday or the day before? No, the day before. So on Friday, I did this one, 8889. I think it was Friday, 8889. So I used the pattern that I originally did in 2019. And what I did was I just basically sized it up because it was already cut. Like, come on. I just basically used the size 16, sized it up a little bit, and it worked perfectly. So that's what we did. So the only thing that I need to do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Ankara fabric to sew the pants and then use my solid fabric to sew the shirt, okay? But then I'm gonna use the rest of the Ankara fabric to do the printed blouse, okay? To use up all the Ankara fabric. So I think that's what I wanna do because the printed blouse will go with the pants that's going with the burgundy pants. Yeah, the suit, okay? So these are the last two patterns that I have to do. So I'm gonna stop chit-chatting. Let's go cut them out, the fabric. Let's cut the fabric out. That's the plan tonight. So let's see if I can get it done. All right, if not, one more day of cutting. All right, so I have 3 more things to cut. The top, it's only like 7 pattern pieces, I think, for this one, if I remember correctly. And then I have the top and the pants to cut for this one. Whew. I think what I'm gonna do is cut this one today or cut the pants. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut the pants and the top of this one tonight and then save the plain top for tomorrow because I'm beat, y'all. All right, so that's the plan. Let's go ahead and get started. Let's go. Okay, let's talk about how your girl almost forgot to line the secret star of this burgundy vest. That's the lining. From the outside, this vest is given polished linen, structured, all business, okay? You know, very much so, I got my life together, y'all. But the inside, boom, your girl hits you with an Ankara print. Y'all know, I've been laying low on Ankara prints all year long, okay? But I love doing this because it's like showing myself a little secret. You my little secret, and that's how we gonna keep it. The world sees professional on the outside. But when I slip this thing on, I know there's a party happening on the inside. Now, you know, your girl loves Ankara because Ankara is bold, it's colorful, it's playful, and it gives this vest so much personality. Even though I'm the only one who knows it's there, okay? But here's the thing. Lining doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't always have to be black or beige or brown or whatever color you want to use. Insert whatever color you want to use right now. Or some basic polyester or some boring freaking cotton, or you insert whatever fabric you want to use. Why not sneak in a fabric that makes you smile every time you put it on, like I'm gonna do right here? It's like adding a little wink in your wardrobe, okay? That's what I'm gonna do. So yes, this vest is burgundy, linen on the outside, button up and serious, but on the inside, baby, she's living her best Ankara life, reminding me that style is just as much about joy as it is about fashion. Let's continue on to the next item. All right, so let's move on to the Simplicity 8889 cargo pants. Now listen, these are not your average trousers. They're wide leg. They got pleats in the front, darts in the back, and let's not forget the cargo pockets, y'all. Because clearly, I need somewhere to stash my phone, my keys, my IDs. Y'all know what we do, because in 2025, we ain't trying to hold nothing, nothing at all, okay? The skill level for this pattern is rated as average. Translation, you're gonna be fine until you're on your 3rd pleat and wondering why you decided to start this project at 11 o'clock at night like your girl did, but shh, we're not gonna talk about that, okay? Notion-wise for this pattern, we're keeping it simple. Just buttons for that button fly. And yes, that means I'm going to test my patience with buttonholes on this one all over again, but pray for me on this one. Now, regarding fabric, this is where I decided to have some fun. Yes, fun. I'm cutting this in Ankara print from House of Mommy Watches. So shout out to CJ, because if you're gonna go wide leg, you might as well go bold. So these pants are not whispering in the corner saying boring. They are screaming, look at me, baby. And honestly, you know your girl is okay with that. So yeah, let's recap. Wide leg, cargo pockets, button fly, and car print. These pants are basically my personality and fabric, from loud, practical, and damn sure just a little dramatic. Should I say a little bit, or should I say all the way dramatic? Yeah, but let's go ahead and get over to those 2 pussy bow blouse before we end with a solid. Let's go. Okay, so first Pussy Bow blouse. So let's talk about Simplicity 3032 Pussy Bow blouse number 1. So she's a classic button up, but of course with attitude. So that's the bow at the neckline. Yeah, she's not being quiet whatsoever. She's walking in the room screaming, I'm fabulous. So guess what? Y'all deal with it, okay? This pattern's got bust and waist starts, of course, sleeve and hem variations, of course. And the best part, y'all, separate cup sizes. Let me say that one more time. Separate cup sizes. Finally, I'm just saying finally, a blouse that actually respects the bust. The girl's got to stand up. So thank you, Simplicity, for that, for respecting the girls, okay? Yes, respect. Put some respect on that. So let's talk about the skill level. The skill level is rated as average to sew, which really means you'll get through it. But that bow is gonna definitely test your patience. So make sure you have the tests going on, okay? And that means test your patience. Make sure your patience is there when you sit down to do this pattern, okay? Now for the fabric, I'm making one in a hunter green poplin from Fabric Wholesale Direct, and another in a fun print, which we'll get there here shortly. So just wait a second, because let's be honest, one Pussy Bow blouse is never enough. So yeah, she's buttoned up, but also dramatic, sassy, and of course, unapologetically extra, just like I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and get over to, of course, the fun print of the Pussy Bow blouse that I'm doing. Let's talk about it. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the second Pussy Bow blouse. It's McCall's 8147. It is the second Pussy Bow blouse, which happens to be, yes, of course, the printed Pussy Bow blouse. So this one is given, of course, soft, cheek, and just the right amount of drama, of course. Now, this pattern features a pullover top with raglan sleeves and neck variations. And hallelujah, no bust darts, okay? So thank you, Jesus. And yes, it got that signature bow tie at the neck and the collar. And by the way, I'm making views see if I did not say that already. And honestly, it's one of those tops that works whether it's tucked into flared jeans or wide leg pants or high waist pants or even tapered pants. And of course, you can leave it loose with the skirt if you choose to, but either way, that bow is absolutely stealing the show if you don't know, but for sure, it's getting ready to steal every show that you're part of. Okay, let's talk about the skill level. So if you go to simplicity.com, the skill level is rated as easy to sew, which means this Pussy Bow blouse is going to be easy peasy, lemon squeezy, until you're staring down at that bow like, what the hell are you? Why the hell are you 50 inches long and you determined to tangle in my lap? I'm just kidding with y'all. Kind of, but not really. But let's talk about the notions. So for the notions, we're keeping it super simple with 1 3/8 inch button, some elastic, 2 hook and eye closure, and of course some interfacing for that facing piece. So you just have the front and back facing, and that's it. So you should be good with the interfacing. Now let's talk fabrics. So for the fabrics, I'm using a Joann's closing. Irregular polka dot fabric. I showed this fabric in my Fabric Addiction Activated Joann fabric haul when they were closing. I'll pop it up here and link it in the description box below if you want to check that out. This pattern is only 7 pattern pieces, y'all. Yes, I said only 7 pattern pieces, y'all, for view C. That features the front, the back, the sleeve, the collar, or the bow, front facing, back facing, and of course the elastic guide for the sleeve if you want to do the same view that I'm doing. Now, the sizing for this pattern runs 2 pattern envelopes, extra small to medium, and then the second pattern envelope is large to extra large. Now, your girl cut a medium with no modification. So I'm hoping this Pussy Bow blouse fits straight out of the package. No modifications, which means I'm sewing it as is, no warranty. But let's just hope that it fits your girls and the girls is happy, okay? Let's just keep on moving. I'm really excited for this piece, okay? And that's because I'm just excited. I want to see what this is going to look like because this has been on my list for a while and I want to sew it, okay? So now that I've talked about that, let's move on over to the last one because cropped button-down shirts, yeah, it's not for me, but let's keep on going and let's get into the last item, which is that solid button-down shirt. Okay, so finally, we made it to the end. Now let's get into one of my all-time faves. It's the Simplicity 8889 button-down shirt. So listen, I've made this pattern so many times. It feels like an old friend, like a sister, you know, somebody I've been hanging out, like a bestie. And honestly, I'm still not tired of this pattern. I have made the pants 3 times. I have made the top so many times, I'm tired of counting, okay? I didn't hacked it so many times. I have made the button down, put some different sleeves on it. I have done this top so many times. So the shirt features a hidden placket, classic collar, shirt tail hem, longer in the back, and patch pocket. It also has wide leg button, fly pants. It have the front pleats, back darts, and cargo pockets if you're looking at simplicity.com. But I'm gonna get my own rendition of the shirt, which features, like I mentioned, the hidden placket, classic collar, a shirt tail hem that dips longer in the back, and even a bust patch pocket. So basically it's business casual with low attitude, okay? And depending on the fabric, she could definitely be boardroom ready, like I'm gonna make it, right? But it could also be like a Disney day chick because I have done that before. Yes, I have made it in Mickey Mouse fabric before. And if you guys remember, I did that when I first moved here into 2020. And I have also done a Star Wars version for May the 4th because my son demanded it. And of course, you know, mommy had to deliver, right? So for the skill level for this pattern, it is rated as average, which means it's all fun and games until you're pressing that placket for a 3rd time. Like, ma'am, why won't you behave? And if you're using linen, you're pressing and pressing and pressing and pressing. Ask me how I know, because I did it in a mustard linen before. All right, so for the fabric for this round, I'm actually using a teal poplin I picked up at Fine Fabrics doing Atlanta Frocktails. She's crisp, she's bold, and she's about to turn this shirt into a statement piece, okay? Now, the pattern comes with, like I mentioned, the shirt and the wide leg pants for this one, but for this one, I'm just sticking to the top because y'all know I already talked about the pants. So for this one, in terms of the pattern envelope, it comes in 2 sizes, 6 to 14 and 16 to 24. I have mentioned this, so for the top, I am cutting a size 16, but yes, I did make modifications because your girl was lazy and did not want to cut an actual size 20 a size 20 like I should have. So we just sized it up, okay? We just sized the pattern up at the bust. I didn't need to make any adjustments at the waist, but I also extended this by 5 inches. So I extended, you will see you could see this in the, adjustments that I made. The adjustment was already made. I made that a while ago. I already did this. I extended the length by 5 inches because I don't want it cropped. I kind of wanted it a little longer, so that's what I did. I did 5 inches extension at the front and at the back. You get it. Because if it ain't broke, guess what? I'm not gonna fix it, and I like it like that, so I did not fix it and I just sized it up. So there we go, and that's that. So yeah, The Simplicity 8889 shirt is one of those pieces I know I'll wear over and over and over again with the modification because it's comfortable, stylish, and it comes with built-in bragging rights, if I do say so myself. Because when people ask, girl, where did you get that shirt from? I get to smile and say, honey, guess what? Your girl made that. And no, I'm not making you one either, okay? So those are all the items that your girl cut out. And guess what, y'all? Stay tuned because the first contender up is, of course, the vest. And you guys will see that coming up on the channel. So let me know, which one are you most interested in? Stay tuned. All right, you guys, that's it for tonight. Whew. All right, so I did what I said I was gonna do. I just did the pants, it's cut out, and the blouse of this one is cut out. So the only thing left for tomorrow, hope I could get to it after homework, dinner, shower, everything tomorrow. I'm gonna do the blouse in the turquoise, and then I'm done. So let me show you the turquoise right quick. So this is the turquoise that's left for me to go ahead and cut out. I'm gonna share with you what I did, what I have done, and then, no, actually, y'all, it's a lot on this table. So I'll share that with you guys tomorrow. So yeah, that's the wrap up for today. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Peace.